I never thought in a million years that this would be happening. My dad conned me into getting into HVAC. He said to me, I'll give you no curfew if you try it. I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the green tank and the gauges, and I fell in love with the whole thing.
I'm Vanessa Ferrara with Ferrara's Air, and we're in Pompano Beach, Florida. My background was in corporate event planning, so I called it crisis management. I just roll with it.
Came from absolutely no experience to dabbling in a bunch of things now. It's crazy. Luckily, Tony offered me the job. Little side story, ends up being my brother-in-law, so he kind of threw me into the fire, said, see if you like it. And after that, it was kind of just rolling with the punches after that. He ended up putting me into school for 2 years. So I'd work during the day, go to school at night.
To get into how Ferrara's Air started, the economy crashed 2006. My brother, who was a plumber, said to me, hey, why don't you get your license? I'm like, sure, why not? Got it, and me in a van in a bedroom in my house, and I met my wife, and gosh, what a blessing. We do well, we do great together.
I think we balance each other out well, which is nice.
When I first started the business, then I got in 06, I was doing a Friday morning basketball Bible study at a church over here. A kid walked in from Atlanta. They ended up becoming a really good friend of mine. And he's like, hey, I'm coaching at Calvary. And I said, oh yeah, I know everybody over there. You want to volunteer and assist with me? I said, sure. I think we were like 3-13 that year. 2017 won our first state championship. And we were ranked, I think, top 200 in the country then. Last year, won the state championship, which was this guy.
We've been in this office for 5 years. Before that, Tony was doing everything on his own. So we've had to kind of evolve the processes over the years, and I think we've finally settled on a well-oiled machine at the moment.
In our market, we don't claim to be the cheapest company out there, and we're not. We're not the cheapest company out there. What gives us the claim to fame is quality work with integrity. If it ain't right, we'll make it right. I was at a factory tour training, and I was with a friend of mine. He had told me about Pro Partner, and he told me about some of the perks, the financing. As soon as he said that, I'm like, I don't care what it costs, sign me up. Because I knew that was like the missing link that I needed to offer people, and now here we are 2 years later.
The Quick Comfort Financing Program is my favorite offering that we can give to our customers, because nothing's worse than walking in someone's door and they can't afford to put the equipment in. So when we can say, hey, I can get you something 0%, zero down, like they just don't believe us. Like that's just not possible today.
The customer service, hands down, you can't even touch it. If I have an issue, before hours, after hours, sometimes weekends, the customer support is unreal. Listen, we all have those tough jobs. I'd be a liar if I say we didn't, where Rheem had to step in big time and appease difficult customers. And they've bailed me out a couple times. You're not gonna get that from somewhere else. It just ain't gonna happen. And I am loyal to Rheem for that reason.
The social media that they rolled out recently, that they give me posts. They make it easy where I can click approve and schedule, and I can send that out. The cashback promotion has also been awesome. I love that we can just kind of log in, enter all the information. They make it nice and seamless. And the myrheem.com with their CST dashboard makes it really easy for us to log in. Anytime we've installed a new system, I can go in there, put in the information. It's just that support where you feel like you have someone that's got your back.
Always going to be, no matter where you are, there's going to be periods of time where people just aren't buying, and that's when you got to kind of flip the script and how can we provide another service in a different way. So Tony's good at adjusting to what's going on out there, so if something's not working his way that way, we're going to find a different solution. It's always about being flexible.
But he has a huge heart, and I think that's what helps keep us going, is he truly loves, whether it's from the technician and just wanting to see them do the best that they can. And then from our customers, we're going to keep going back there until it's right. And that's, I think, what sets them apart.
It's personal, and that's where I want Ferrara's Air to be when we're out there servicing. It's personal. The sky's the limit. There's no roof on it. There's no roof on it. You could take it as far as you want if you've got the heart and humility. Humility is the key. I love what I do. I love helping people.
Cut.
My salesman, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Hopkins.
Welcome to the shoot, Bob. Let me get on the camera. All right, you got it.